yourself to rise and turn it around. Rise up, let your mind be free. Unleash your power, manifest in higher degree. You can't become what we need to be. Don't remain what you are. It's time to break free. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt creep in. You've got the strength to rise above the din. Take a step forward and claim your ground. You're capable of more than you ever found. Rise up, let your mind be free. Unleash your power, manifest in higher degree. You can't become what we need to be. Don't remain what you are. It's time to break free. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt creep in. You've got the strength to rise above the din. Take a step forward and claim your ground. Take a step forward and claim your ground. You're capable of more than you ever found. You're not alone in this journey of life. There's a world of people who are ready to thrive. Join the movement, let your voice be heard. Together we can rise and make a brand new world. Rise up, let your mind be free. Unleash your power, manifest in higher degree. You can't become what we need to be. Don't remain what you are. It's time to break free. Yeah. Break free. Break free. Rise up.
All right. Hopefully you like that one. I do apologize for my silly songs. Hopefully a little bit more inspirational this one. Welcome everyone. Happy Thursday. As usual, this is Evan. Thank you so much for watching live or a replay. I personally appreciate you all. That being said, once more, thank you for few of you that joined us lately, and we do appreciate you making that decision and putting us under that really huge weight of the trust factor. We do not take your trust for granted. And please do provide us what domain you want to use. Add your domain to the Cloudflare. Send our team your Cloudflare login details. Give us a little bit of time. We will build a system and release it to you. As soon as that is done, please also follow the guide we give you. Check the email we sent to you. And also reply that email. Normally half an hour later after you joined. But I always say, sometimes before you join us, make sure that you have your domain and Cloudflare. Forward that Cloudflare login to us and forward your domain even before you sign up so we can check things, see if his domain is good to use, so we can advise you on that. So we can be basically one step ahead before you even start paying us, and we can install and give you the key. And that period is obviously shortened if you provide us that pre-hand. And also, if you didn't, make sure that you verify your email with a Cloudflare, that the email you registered Cloudflare with sometimes differ the one that you sign up with us. Also, in this period of build, please just switch it off your two-way authentication so there is no time wasting going back and forth. We try find you, and when by the time you get that text to us, as time lapses and we cannot get in, you have to ask another one, and this basically hold up and makes a delay on your account. And make sure that you just for a period of time, you switch that two-way authentication so we can log on to that account as we do quite irregular. So you in the the time of the build up, as you all know, it's literally a lot of times we have to log in and we have to build system. Therefore, that two-way authentication sometimes literally is kind of preventing us to release it quicker. To just eliminate that, we want you to know that, and obviously you don't know that. That's why sometimes you try to reach out to me, for example. By time I send a text to you or message to you, by time you reply to me, that time lapses, unfortunately. So I know it's a safety thing, but trust us, please, just for a period of time, do that. When you do that, when you release account to us so we can log in. And beside that, everything should be there when you get it, and it should work really out of the box. If you have any issues, of course, you know where to find us, and also make a room, invite us so we can have a chat on screen one-to-one. And that being said, congratulations to a couple of you that we have released account to you. I know most of you are really not in the Warrior Plus ecosystem or even affiliate like part. Obviously, you guys are not having interest on that part, but generally, we are available, as you all know, via live connection. And normally, with every client, we have a specific room for us and that client that's already set up. When I invite you, I normally send you that link. And of course, that's the room that we create to just connect with you. And also, you can create your own rooms to invite us. So vice versa. Literally make a room with Meet app, and we will be talking both of them on the stream. And hopefully, some of you new ones can also see what you get and kind of give you a short demonstration of both a little bit and explain how I am using them and how you guys can kind of use it and benefit yourselves. And of course, for this evening and every live sessions, we also have a room, and that room is No Limit Thursdays. All you have to do is meetnolimitemails.com/. No Limit Thursdays. You should be able to join that room, which is currently on screen. I will keep flashing through the evening as we go. So welcome. Right now, I have a couple of our members in the chat. Barbara's here, Doug's here. Thank you so much. Hopefully, my audio stays stable and we kick in with this evening streams. So our topic is basically transformation and growth under our own control. Obviously, this thumbnail doesn't say that, but really that's what's happening. That's what is really entails. And the two vehicles that we are using, and is one of them obviously is we made it to be free for everybody in the world to use. Obviously, the no limit email part is the private label part that we serve, especially related to email, is designed for email communication, and we will be digging into that just shortly. And let's get rid of this thumbnail, and I'm just going to first I'm going to go incognito. First of all, Google Incognito. And the reason I'm doing it incognito, guys, so you guys can see what's actually happening with an application. We're talking the live vehicle for for us. So the place that we needed to go, obviously, Doug shared the link in there, and I will be jumping into that room. Uh, if you are already in the room, please just mute yourselves. And if you don't want to be on camera, switch your camera off. But if you want to be on camera in that room, and you can also basically switch it on if you really want to be on cam. Of course, it's a public room and we have a conversation in there. And I'm going to join to that room just a second. Just a moment. All right, I'm in the room on my other browser. Just a moment. I will be kicking myself out. And I'm just going to copy that link, by the way. So I'm just going to paste it on a browser that we are currently in, incognito. So why is it I'm entering incognito? Of course, I'm just going to say allow. As you can see, my camera is on. I'm just going to switch my camera off so we have some bandwidth. So welcome to the room, everyone. So as you can see, me and Doug in there, Doug is vehicle one. And it's absolutely free, absolutely anonymous, and absolutely no time restricted. So you could make a room and stay there long as you like. Days, months, hours, years if you want. But now and then we just refresh servers, and servers, I have been muted. Okay. I muted myself on this room because I'm live, so it doesn't basically echo. So that's why I mute myself there as well. But you can see me on screen, and I'm here on the corner. There is a dog. The dog's sharing his screen share, and here's Barbara. So I want to go through a few things in here with this application. What is possible? That what can we do with it, and why is it necessary that we kind of see it as necessary for us? So how does it really help me? Really helped me to connect, just like you see, with our own members, and has also helped me really to connect with important people, important things in my life, be it my own family, be it legal side, be the team, be the clients, be the basically anything that we want to be on the internet without restriction to talk to each other, and obviously share information, share like our screen, and so on and so forth. So the application is literally number two application right now, direct competitor to Zoom, and essentially like something like that. We use Jitsi, open source end of kind of like UI, but the servers, our MTP, and everything else is our own. So that's why there is no really time limited, and we can stay on long as we like. So front end is open source Jitsi. It's this number two app with tens of millions of people downloaded the app. You can use the app, or you just can use the browser. You can use it on any device, and that's basically why we use Jitsi, because the open source video UI that we can share, record, and all that kind of stuff on the screen. So obviously you see all of us in here, and we muted ourselves. We are live on YouTube. So in here we have quite a few functions. Let me go through. I'm just going to create, obviously our logged in browser, as you can see, is the incognito. Let's just I'm just going to create a nickname here for the chat. So if you enter in, you do that, and this chat opens up. And why is it? Obviously, like any given application, you have instant chat, and also on this UI, you also have an option of obviously poll. So if you're using this as a webinar recording, and you're recording live webinar, this is perfect that you can basically quiz the audience and get some feedback with the poll. Obviously, when you shut the room, the poll disappear. But if you leave the room on, the poll will stay on. And of course, when you're recording it and things like that, obviously it doesn't matter. So you can switch the room on and off as you wish. But long as you kind of made a room, that UI is on your end, no one else know, and you control that room, you own that room. And basically the chat will sometime basically refresh if you didn't, but we stopped that happening. So chat will stay on long as the room stays on, well as your polls. Uh, Obviously, if you're on screen recording, everything will record on your end. Obviously, how many people you want to have in this room, there is no limit. You could have one or 100,000, is really up to you how many people you have the power to invite in and use it as basically your staging, and as well as like your presentation place. So this tool is very useful for many things. As we all know, Zoom has become very famous in the world because of what happened. Everyone moved into the digital meetings and everything else, but it's very expensive, very time limited, and we used it ourselves. I have used it many live applications before. I have been live doing live streams, live chats really for 10 year and plus since literally live video conferencing and conversation come out to the net. We've been using that before that. Kind of like RTC chats and all that kind of stuff I used to kind of be involved in. It's not new for me personally to be live on the internet, especially with this kind of apps. But we wanted one for ourselves and have a control. And this is what really happened for us from the day one. We had it installed in our tool. It was not really available to the public. Only the people who could have a who had account with no limit emails would get that application internally, and is obviously is run in our own server. And obviously we don't record anything on the server side. As you just saw, I am logged into this room with basically obviously incognito without creating any counts or giving any details, and now we are live. So that is important because it's a privacy, and that's important because you are in control of it, not anyone else, not us or anybody. It's only you create the room, and our end says, well, is one room active? We don't know where it is. We don't detect your IP. We don't detect you. We don't basically drop any cookies. There is no ads running on the server. Literally is your own app that is under your control without us asking you for anything. So I hope it's be useful for you guys as well as us, but we've been loving it for quite a few years and we saw how good it is. And that's why we released it, this part of it just public to use. So within the app, obviously we have the chat part, we have screen sharing part, so we can share our screen, and obviously we have lobby kind of situation. You can people can put their hands up, and you have presentation mode, which is like this four square. You can toggle, and obviously you can do that kind of view. Also, underneath this, more actions. There's a lot of things happens, and also on the room you can leave the room, and obviously I'm not admin in here, so I don't have many options. But if I was admin, obviously Doug was before me here, so that's probably a moderator. And let's have a look some more of the actions that we get within the tool. So you can invite people, and you can invite people. This integrates within emails, and you can do it with any of the email providers in here, or you can also just copy the link and share. Thank you for making me moderator, Doug. You can do that. This is your invitation part, integrates with email, and that's why we use it within the email as well. Really good kind of functions. Let's have a look at next part in here. Performance setting. You can look your performance setting. You see the high quality is always on. Obviously, you can make kind of adjustment in if your computer is not that powerful. So the full screen, you can have full screen on, and security options. So the security option is very interesting and is needed and is essential. So we have a lobby mode. I can switch it on, and I can create my own password, and also I can switch this on enable end-to-end encryption on the room.
End-to-end encryption is on.
So this comes on. We see it basically now. Everything that we do in there will be end-to-end encrypted. So I can switch
End-to-end
this off.
encryption is off.
I'm going to go switch to lobby mode off as well. But this is when you're doing a webinar recording, you can have these things on and it's just safe away and you can switch it off, that if that's what you wish. So the second part is a recording part, and this is really amazing. And let's just do that. So we're going to record and we're going to start recording our screen, and we're just going to do it for a few seconds. And you can see you have this pops up and shows you it's recording, and now we turned to the red. Now it's recording here, and let's just record a few seconds. And what it does is just records your local and drops it on your local. It doesn't record on the server side, and we don't get copy of what you record or anything like that. So basically, when you're done, you go back on it, and now this turned on says stop recording. Let's just stop recording, and you confirm it, and it automatically will download that. Obviously, as you can see, it's just triggered and download that to my desktop, and as you can see in here. So basically what happens in here, doesn't matter how long you're recording here, an hour, which is quite decent enough time. After hour, all you have to do is literally stop that and start another recording if you need more than an hour. And this is the basically file that is dropped off. I don't want to kick that in again because it's going to take my media player and everything else, drop my bandwidth, but you get an idea. The video will be exactly HD, and it has 4K and 8K enabled UI if you have the 8K devices available to you. So that's pretty nice content creation part. Obviously, just share and record your screen. I mean, recording screen always been problematic for me. I used to use so many different tools like Camtasia, I don't know, Screen Grabbers, Snagit, you name it, also the tools. But this is just easy and really good. If you want to just record something on your screen, you can do, be it minute or an hour. So next part is the live streaming. Currently, live streaming is just connected to YouTube, but you can also, we also going to add a few more places onto this, so you can have multi-stream. You can connect to Twitch, maybe you could connect to maybe Facebook, maybe a few other places that you could live stream. Literally put your key in there and you're good to go. And doesn't matter what platform you stream, and should stream to it. Next part is basically you can share video. Obviously, you do if you want. You can share your audio, which is internally, like you can do your noise reduction. You can select some background, and also you can check your participant kind of stats, how long people been on in here. You can see in here, it gives you basically the timing and everything else. And you saw me jump in the other room, and I got out, and it's recorded at this too. So you have basically viewer stats in here, how long they are on the live. The next part for this is really interesting part. I use it quite a lot. If you've seen some of my other videos, so we have basically your setting in here. You can change things. You can view your shortcuts with your keyboard, and also embed this meeting somewhere else. If you have your website, if you have blog, if you have place that you can embed this iframe, you can embed this iframe. You will be live or whatever place that you put in. So this is the really amazing amount of functionality that gives us really good control over a UI that we control. Like literally, there's no restriction of any kind. You can do what you want to do on those rooms is yours, and we have basically no control, and you are the basically patron of the room. And this is basically one of the elements that basically helps us to connect and communicate. As you can see, we are live in there. Obviously, when we are dropped off of YouTube, we will all be in a conversation in that room. So that's vehicle one. And I hope you'll find this, especially the free meet room element, be helpful tool for you and help you to basically do things. And the internet normally will cost either time restriction or extra money to do just live meetings, that's the one. So let me get rid of the room. Obviously, room be on, and I will get back into this room just after this. But Doug and Barbara, if I get knocked off in here, you can always see us in there. Anyway, I got out of the room, and I'm just going to now bring the second vehicle. And the second vehicle is very interesting one because because it's because amount of traffic that we can generate with it or been generating with it is just insane. So this is the no limit emails email. Let me just kind of log out first and to show you. So the UI when you log in place, you can change this image. Only thing that you can't change really is this your own your first login page. So you can see it in a minute. So I'm going to log in. And this is what we get. So in here, literally, I could make this video about 8 to 10 hours long. We will still not even finish 1/4 of this tool, what it does, what capability it has, and how do we use it. Obviously, that's why we got so many videos being published. And because the software itself is literally enterprise level software, you have almost every functionality under the sun that is being basically implemented to handle large scale of emails. It's just purely emails. But generally, as an email, you have a total publishing and distribution platform all in one place. So let's just go through what you get. Obviously, the calendar part, this eventually it will go. Eventually, you will have a empty space in here, but this will get replaced with email heat maps and things like that. So that's coming on version 5. We're still waiting for version 5 to get a little bit mature, to get basically get rid of all the bugs and everything else. And eventually, we will move into that when time comes. I don't want to show you the contacts, guys. There's a lot of emails will show up, and I don't want to Google block me, YouTube block this channel. So you get an idea. Under the contact is your main contact archive. Every contact you upload will be in there. And then you have obviously companies. I have some companies internal. I don't want to also show that data. And then we have segmentations, which is list, and you can create many lists as you want. I will show that in a moment for this evening upload, well as emailing. And you have components, all the components necessary that for email autoresponder to work, and as well as asset delivery like PDF or something like that. So you have asset delivery, you have a forms creation, publishing, you have landing page creation, publishing, and of course you have a dynamic content creation and publishing. So this 4 elements goes together to create basically your funnels. Let's say you create an asset, you want to give a download, you create a form to capture email, and you create a landing page to embed a form to capture emails. And of course, you can also build these elements all in dynamic content or use basically themselves by themselves. So then you have automation and campaigns. So I have not run in any automation here, but really is I just can show you a simple one here that I kind of like play around with. So basically, you could create simple automation just like this, long as you like. And then also you can make this more advanced, basically as you wish. Literally from lead nurturing point of view, you can do anything within the automation to separate basically the bad from the good, the interacted and from non-interactive and so on and so forth, you can create this kind of basically automation too. So you can run many of them in the same time. Obviously, you just have to trigger them at different times, right? But they can be active on the system long as you like. Basically, they will run. So then the channel, we have marketing message. Normally, marketing message is internal. If you have a company that you got lots of basically managers, sales teams, and SDRs, GTMs, you name it, like different groups that internally you interact. Imagine you are kind of like Amazon, and that's kind of you could use this internally for your teams. Message them, and then of course we have the email. Email part is global. You make an email, you publish email, you send that email, and we have also focus items, is which is landing pages you create for your campaigns. And then you have a social monitoring, which is when someone mentioned you, will kind of give you a notification. Someone mentioned you, especially someone mentioned you, that you have them on the list. The system will check that. Also, you could use social monitoring, basically kind of a little bit turn into the social engineering. So when you send an email out, you will know the person exact time that clicked and read that email. You can go and find them in a social and send them a little message, say, thank you. Hey, this hour you opened my email. I just want to say thank you. I wonder if anything you need to just start a conversation. And that kind of way you can do with the social engineering, with social monitoring aspect of this functions within the tool. And then you have a point system. Point system is basically you manage actions and manage triggers according to basic. Let's say you set up a capture form. As soon as the people signed up, let's say if they signed up, we give them 1 point. If they read and opened our email, let's say we're going to give them a 2 point. If they reply to us, let's say we're going to give them 3 points. If they are basically downloaded our assets, let's say we're going to give them 5 points. If they verified email, for example, we give them certain points, you get an idea. Basically, the triggers that you can set up in automation in here that you can see within the points and stuff you can set up. And stages is part of the automation. You can create basically stage for opt-in, stage after opt-in, stage after opt-in with interaction or no interactions. So you can stage the person up, the lead up, and they have to qualify according your own specific, basically parameters. If they signed up and paid clients, for example, or non-paid versus somebody just signed up, just basically you driving them through the funnel, and according to that you can set up the stages. Literally is part of your automation. You also physically see, let's say I just opted into the funnel in your end, you set up different stages for me, you will see which stage I am at. Like basically if I just downloaded a file from ebook or gift, or I just signed up but I didn't do anything, or I signed up, I did a kind of receive and then reply, and all this kind of interaction happen. So you can basically stage it according to the point system you give, and this basically nurturing process that literally point to point that you could control and see. Also your reporting, I don't want to really report everything, but in the general report you will get your normal whatever is active in the system you can get a report on. So if you have obviously leads and points, form submission, email confirmed, download asset, all email reports, your pages, page visits, and all that. So you can see in here. And anything you don't see in here, you literally can go and create a new report and also create a custom field for the report. It will show up in here so you can check out. Let's say, for example, I don't have a really social tracking in here, anything like that. I can go create new in here, and as well as goes to the custom field and create a custom field for that specific kind of uh, let's say topic or a keyword or a niche that I want to show up in here, so for me to track. The next part of this is obviously everything works with a tag, so you can tag anything from basically your forms, your campaigns, your lead journey, and everything else. You can tag individual, tag companies, tag location, anything that you like. Obviously, works with tag and easier to kind of compile data and utilize all the system altogether. And then, as you can see in here, is same element that we just used for Lightroom. Previously, we have it in here. It's just specifically, it was just for me. So if I click on this, it will show up basically the Lightroom, and I can go in there and log in to my Lightroom. As you can see, I am there right now. So you see automatically detect everything and doesn't really break anything up. If I go there, and I will be able to go basically live. So let's go ahead and now look the other side. Let me just go in a dashboard. So on the other side, obviously there are some sensitive information in here. I don't show you all. First, I show you the places like you have the themes. Under the themes, you can download any of this theme and change it to your name, your brand name, and everything else, because everything open source and is can mold to your own need. But one thing I want to highlight in here, just when you're using the themes or when you're downloading, just take a note. What is it you're downloading? So some of them just pages, some of them just emails. But if you want all together, just get the one themes that has all these three elements: page, email, and form, and you should be good to kind of utilize them. As you can see, there are some of them for specific needs and some of them for specific just task. So imagine if you get in a page, maybe the form doesn't work. If you get in this one, maybe email and form works, but the page doesn't work. So just be aware of that. So when you're selecting to download the themes, literally you just go in here and download. And when you download it, you can modify this, change name, and come back and upload again. Just choose that file and upload again and select that when you're doing your emails. So that side of it is pretty kind of awesome because you can generally do a lot. So when you done the themes, then you have API credential. You have obviously categories. You can create many as you like. You have your system configuration. You don't want to get in there and change any setting in here because that will definitely mess your things up. And then you have your normal system information. And then you can add user. You can create user roles for yourself. Let's say you have a VA, you can do that. You can create webhooks. You can automate lots of stuff with the webhooks. And you have obviously a marketplace does not belong to us, guys. This is from Moetic because we run Moetic, and we don't mind if it's useful tool in there that our members, our clients can have basically choice for their own system. But when you buy things, just directly do not go install them because you really don't need anything in this marketplaces in order the system to work. That is absolutely not necessary. We just left them in there so you guys still have options to do things. And you have this custom field I was mentioning. You can create many custom fields you like. And of course, you have a lot of plugins that integrate with a lot of CRMs and everything else out there. But once more, literally, it's not necessarily, you don't need to kind of connect anything in here in order to work, even go to meetings and webinars and stuff. So these are the old plugins that Moetic always had. So it's there, guys. So you can go there and obviously check them out. But we don't need really install anything, guys, because everything comes in with fully configured to basically publish, compile, verify, send you emails, publish your web pages, publish, compile in your forums. All that is already there. You don't need any third party tools or to cost you extra to utilize the basically email part and publishing part. So in myself, as you can see, it's quite a lot of email I'm sending, and I will be sending one more email once again this evening. Um, and let's go ahead, actually, do that before we hit 1 hour again. So, if you want to join us in this room, you can come and join us here. And we will be continuing, obviously, through the evening, and I will be definitely sending that email out. Currently, I'm just writing it, but this time I have not done the spam check and everything else. I will do that just shortly. And also in private room, I will share you a couple of new tools that I found out very interesting. Hopefully, you will enjoy them too. So one of the tools that I just discovered, literally, I'm just writing a new test email with this. It's called chatmistral.ai. Obviously, it's not new, but they changing a little bit. It's a little bit better than ChatGPT. Try that out. But second tool, I really love this tool. I think you also will love it. It's from Google. So one thing I want to give you in here in Google, let me just see. It's new Google AI. What I want to give you a URL that maybe you are not aware of. So one thing we want to go lab.google.com, Google Labs. So this is another tool I like to share with you. So where Google, this is Google AI Labs, and Google keep experimenting lots of stuff in here. So I highly recommend you to go and check them out. But one thing that really Google is doing currently, as you know, we play around with kind of notebook LM, and if you look in here, there are so many different AIs in here that Google are experimenting with. You can really sign up to them, and most of them obviously free. But they have lots of experimental AI things going on that you guys can utilize. I'm just going to check my history in here, see what did. Just a moment. There's a tool they created not long ago. Just a moment. So one more thing I like to kind of share with you. I don't know, I think you already had it before. Is one app that is called Gamma app, and the other one is called Google Illuminate. So this is the Google Illuminate. So you go to the Google Illuminate. This is very interesting. Transform your content into engaging AI generated audio discussions. But I also kind of like find another one, literally a little bit kind of conversational AI. Is called Flow AI. So the Flow AI is really interesting, guys. So Flow.ai, you can sign up to this Chorus Flow. This is basically like your chat body that talks to you back. Literally, you have to, instead of writing in any text, is voice conversation. So just log in and experiment with this few tools, guys. Anyways, so I did create this email here with this thing, but I have rewrote it. I have rewrote it like this. Let's just bring that in here. But I have not really tested it as a spam thing. So the whole idea, these two vehicles that we are talking, what really what's the advantage really does it give us? The whole purpose of having this two elements that we put together, especially two huge really advantage apps. And one of the main reasons is literally have ability so we can distribute pretty easy and quick. So I have created this email, and let's just go and I don't know. I really have not tried this, so let's see if the spamware check approves or is a lot of it spam or not. This is the email. So it's not too bad actually. Like I have obviously rejected no limit email offers. I don't mind this. Unlimited, obviously. I could make just simple mistake in here, guys. That will go. And I also could make human mistake in here with an F. So unlimited, you could. This is unlimited. Let's just say limitless. So something like that. Now is always spam. So are you available for brief chat? Here. I don't know. Here is also, let's say, brief chat. Instant. Are you available for a instant, I think. Instant brief chat. Instant is also spam. I don't want to write that word. For a brief chat. I'm live here. I'm just going to leave that. So we got great, which is not really bad according to that. And we're going to basically use this email. It's okay as it is. So like, let's go ahead and send that. We go back on this vehicle. Let's go back on this one here. So subject line, we have revolutionize your outreach. And just then we have a internal name. Today's be day 2, 80, I think. Email 280. Slowly we're climbing up, but this time I'm going to go back a little bit further down. Let's go. So we're going to go back to basically maybe day 47. That's quite a long time ago. Let's see if we have day 13. And just save. We build. I'm just going to basically delete this and just create one section. And the section, obviously I have personalized this a little bit. And we paste our text. There's a little bit more cold email, outreach. I'm just going to take the space out of it. And of course, I want to just add a basically signature in here. So let's just create a couple more sections. So add my picture. Add a signature. I'm just going to get a signature from a couple of days ago email. Hopefully we have one. So on the signature, There's 2 pieces of content, literally. Maybe it's copying too much stuff. All right, let's see. So we have our signature. I just want to separate this, and I just want to also take this out. And I want to create another section here. Just paste it in the section. Everything's like its own block, and on your content, obviously you can also do a dynamic content, or you just import whole. So this join me live is basically that live room we have, the live demo room on this email, and as well as obviously I have my LinkedIn, our offer page. Let me see if we have. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. Our offer page, your personal invite, this goes to the same link. Maybe I take this one out here. Just for this, because we're sending this to a huge company, but we'll see. Anyhow, we done with this. I also just want to add a banner. Maybe I'll get a new banner for this, but we'll see. I'm just going to add a banner at the top of my email and maybe duplicate this and put one in between here. So it separates basically this. And of course, you can change the elements in here, guys, your typography, background color of the stuff. You can add a code, everything's here. You can edit your code. And also you can see view code mode. You can have a bigger kind of full screen, but the rest of it is good. And we're just going to save and close. And this is our content. I'm pretty happy. And let's send. $100K. Okay, let's go. So we have the live element, and now we send in 100K emails to these people with basically live room, offer room, and well as we are just introducing ourselves to a bunch of people here. And I hope you enjoy this as it is Thursday. If you haven't got power every Thursday to reach out to 100,000 people, ask some of our members in the chat, in the room, to invite you, and you can do this with us. And obviously, this part maybe you can't do right now, but the live stuff definitely you can go and do that right now. But email, sending 100K Thursday evening cannot be bad, guys. And this is how we can transform and have a growth within our own power. Once more, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and as well as thank you for watching. If you are watching the replay, join us, and this is what we do. Welcome to No Limit Emails family, guys, and once more, happy sending, and I will speak to you all just a moment in the other room, and well as see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a great evening, guys. Happy sending. Doug says, yeah, I will check that definitely in a notepad, but the ones that I copied, it was already done in a notepad. I put it in the Google Doc.